The county government of Nairobi now only has 2 county executive members with long-term contracts, as the third one has thrown in the towel. Nairobi County's Education, Sports and Social Services executive member, Janet Ouko, says her resignation was inspired by her desire to pursue other interests. But sources at City Hall say that her decision was on account of the hostile working conditions at the county government, specifically a difficult governor to work with. Well, Charity Mwangi has the details of a county government which insiders say is run by a governor who wants to be the only one to shine.
I want to make an announcement, and that has to do with my resignation as the CEC in charge of education.
Ouko's resignation has brought into focus a concern that had been raised by the Senate. Governor Mike Sonko's style of leadership has been one that has both been hailed and criticized. During his 1 year, 2 months rule as Nairobi governor, he has unapologetically ruled the city with a show of an iron fist. Anyone who deviated from his wishes was quickly shown the door.
The people, you've kept them in a position where they live 1 day at a time. It's 1 day at a time in Nairobi County.
Can I respond to that?
No one knows when they'll be fired.
It's the same history of corruption and laziness, which I'll not condone. And I'll continue firing them. Any corrupt officer will go home.
While before the County Public Accounts and Investment Committee last year, Governor Sonko confessed to having his executive members on short contracts, which he said were meant to ensure that they deliver. It is, however, emerging that Sonko has been using contracts as a way of bringing his cabinet members into submission. Currently, 3 CEC members have 4-year contracts, and Janet Ouko is among them. One county minister is allegedly on a 1-month contract, while the contracts of 2 others were not renewed. In April last year, the governor fired his finance CEC member, Danvas Makori. Soon after, the devolution executive Veska Kangongo was also serving in acting capacity in the health docket, was suspended alongside other officials at Pumwani Maternity Hospital. This was when she failed to support the governor's decision to fire the top leadership at the hospital after the alleged dead fetuses saga. Her predecessor, Haitan Majevdia, had also been fired not long before. One of the CEC members was sent home after 6 months, and sources indicate that he has never been paid his dues to date. This latest exit is that of an executive member whose praises reached the very floor of Parliament on account of her good performance.
Just complimented Mr. Janet Ouko. Let me also compliment her. She's one of the most hardworking CEC members in my government. We renewed our contract.
The exits and murmurs at City Hall tell a tale that the governor has fought off before. Staff and those in the know of the ongoings at City Hall say he is difficult to work with, as he does not condone anyone who he feels will steal his shine. Though her exit was more gracious, her nervous laughter upon inquiring the reason why she was leaving was quite telling.
And I think
she, however, maintains that she is leaving to pursue other interests, terming her soon-to-be former boss as a reliable leader, albeit his high expectations.
We had a relationship of a boss, you know, because really he's my boss. So there is that relationship where you'd want him to probably okay something that you're doing. You'd also feel that as he's a minister, you want to inform him. These are the steps that I'm taking. I would want guidance. So I think in terms of relationship, that is how I would say that, you know, we had a good working relationship.
Sonko is yet to replace his deputy after the exit of his running mate in the polls, Polycarp Igathe, who had inspired great confidence in the county government's delivery. For now, voices coming out of City Hall speak of an uncomfortable place to be. Voices of county employees who remain silent, largely out of fear. Upon his return from the coast, Nairobi Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko will be faced with the responsibility of replacing his Education, Sports and Social Services CEC, a task that he has had to do severally during his time here at City Hall. Charity Mwangi, NTV.